of your time. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Edwin. I will translate this or put the subtitles, okay, so other people can share it. So thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Laura, for your interest and for your role in trying to spread the yogic teachings in your own environment and to your own community. If we all do that according to our little abilities, according to whatever field of influence we have been given in this life, if we can somehow use our presence to try to transmit these teachings, then I think we are part of the yoga lineages. Yeah.
Is there a message you would like to give to people now that are in confinement? You know, and they have
Yes, you're now in an ashram. Take advantage of this opportunity. Okay. In the past, people in India would go up to the Himalayas, go off to the forest to seek a hermitage, to seek a guru, to get away from there. You know, maybe they were suffering and they were not happy with the way they were. They wanted to make changes. They knew they were caught up in a certain type of lifestyle. They didn't know how to break out of it. So they went off to the forest and they went off to the ashrams. And even in our day and age, people go to ashrams in the 60s. I lived in an ashram for 7 years. So that's going to an ashram is a great opportunity of retreating, of retiring, of changing. You have to get away from, because otherwise the old environment pulls you back. Old type of friends and association and habits and lifestyles pull you back. So an ashram is where you can break all of that. That's why people shave their heads, they change their clothes, they want a radical break, they take even new names. So now we've all been given the opportunity to do that. Coronavirus has forced us to retreat, change our behavior patterns, change our social lives, change our everything. And rather than looking at that as a curse, of course, it's been awful for so many people. I don't mean to minimize the horror of Corona, but yogi is always looking at everything for its yogic teachings, even death and horror. They teach us the reality of the body, teach us the reality of mortality, teach us how completely vulnerable we are. Vulnerable. Corona knows no gender or social caste or economic caste. It can take anyone when the karmic moment is there. But over and above that, Corona has given us an opportunity to make our homes our ashrams now, and think now. Take the moment to think. What am I going to do the rest of my life? What am I going to do? Am I going to go back to that crazy old Rajasic running around way of life? Or am I going to make some deep spiritual intentions? Am I going to sort of really become serious about my spiritual life? Because death will come, whether it comes through Corona or through old age, it makes no difference. We will be on our deathbed and it will be too late at that point. But now we are still alive and we still have our energy. Let us really think carefully about what is the goal of life. The yoga traditions, the Vedanta tradition tell us the goal of life is to seek the self, the deep level self. And Bhakti will say, not just that too, but even more important and over and above that, seek Bhagavan, seek God, seek the relationship of this self, the deep level self, with an even deeper level, even higher, and even more, an even greater self. That's God, and there is a God, certainly according to Patanjali and Vedanta and most of the Indian traditions. So my final words would be, take advantage of this moment, because the world can, if they find a vaccine, everyone's talking about change. We're not so sure. The world could be back exactly where it was in 6 months' time, and crazy running around, Rajaguna, consumer culture. Take the moment to change, establish new commitments, spiritual commitments. Let's not waste this human form of life. We don't know when death will come to take us. Let us use it to seek truth, not to run around foolishly in the quest of some frivolous temporary pleasures. Jai Sri Krishna.
Thank you. Haribol. Thank you. Thank you.